This is Trishelle Robinson presenting my visual board. The title of my project is Should Parents of Obese Children Be Viewed the Same as Parents of Malnourished Children? On one side of the board, I have the faces of malnutrition, along with charts that describe the impact of malnutrition on children. They experience things such as weight loss, muscle wasting, low moods, confusion, being prone to infections. Some of the long-term impacts are that they have severe development delays, stunted growth, blindness, increased vulnerability to diseases. I have a clipping from a newspaper, from an article, online article, about these 13 kids in California who were removed from the home after showing signs of severe malnutrition and starvation. These kids experienced stunted growth and some of the other malnutrition impacts that are mentioned in the charting above. We have more pictures of the faces of malnutrition. This picture here at the bottom shows the ambulance at the home of a 5-year-old that had to be removed due to malnutrition that child was experiencing. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have children that are obese. I have here a clipping from a TV series where this kid was 5 years old, weighing 230 pounds. We have here another picture, another face of what obesity looks like here. Kids that are left unattended, unoccupied as far as physical activity, and just allowed to eat freely, whatever they want, however much they want. We have a chart here showing how obesity is now considered one of the precursors to type 2 diabetes, which at one time was only prevalent amongst adults. But now we're finding that this is an increased problem. As the obesity issue is climbing, so is the prevalence of young people with type 2 diabetes. This chart is broken down into age groups versus the percentage that have developed type 2 diabetes over the years. We also have a picture of someone, a youth, who is experiencing the effects of hypertension because of their obesity. Another chart here at the bottom about the risk of type 2 diabetes based on a child's BMI, which is their body mass index, which is indication of the total fat that they have in their body. Another showing that this obesity epidemic is causing many health issues for children. In the middle here, we just have some other pictures here. Society often depicts the malnourished kids as being sad, whereas the obese kids are looked at as happy and well fed, but they are experiencing some of the same issues that these malnourished kids are experiencing. It just may not be as easily detected or as early detected, but the eventuality of their condition is a lower level of living for them, just the same as it is for these malnourished kids. At the bottom, I have the thing, who's feeding your kids? Showing the picture where parental involvement is important in having balanced, healthy nutrition for kids that will prevent them from being on either end of that spectrum, whether it be obesity or malnutrition. When kids are left to feed themselves and make their own food choices, many times they overeat and find themselves on one end of the spectrum or another. Then I have a clipping here from an article in the hypertension magazine that says obesity in childhood should be considered a chronic medical condition that is likely to require long-term management. Ultimately, prevention of obesity and its complications, including hypertension, is the goal. And I'll just let you take another look at the board that goes along with the report.